We are here today on Country Pocket with Parker Farrell. His new album is Love Runs Through, and the first song you just heard is To Deserve You. Parker, what did it feel like to become a father?
Well, it was the most exciting and life-changing experience of my life, for sure. I've got three children now. Noah's 13, Samuel's 5, and Ayla is 2. So
So,
I, oh, sorry, go ahead.
so you've been a father for a while now,
Yeah, yeah.
but you still sing about it like it's this new, amazing experience.
Well, one thing about being a father is it's completely immersive. Um, you're you're all in, and it's one of the things that's so cool about it because it brings your life into vivid living color and focus. So yeah, I do feel those songs acutely. Even sometimes when I sing that song live, it gets me a little um, emotional, for lack of a better word, I guess.
What do you like most about your kids?
Oh man, that's a great question. They're all so unique and different. Um, Noah, my oldest, is kind of like the song says. He's just very pure and true and a really innocent spirit. I love that about him. Samuel is kind of our wild one. He's full throttle all the time, and Ayla, our youngest, is got this really incredible personality that um, was kind of surprising. I think she's very extroverted and happy, and she she keeps us laughing all the time. So I guess those would be some character traits that I love about each of them. But just the actual relationship that I have with them and the interactions and the time spent with them is is my favorite thing. So
What are the types of things that you do that makes you feel like you deserve them?
oh man, that's a good question. I think that's kind of the crux of the song is that I'm continually trying um, to deserve them. You know, I want them to have the best father that they could ever have, and I think that they deserve that. So that that's me. That calls me in my life and my character into the spotlight to see if I'm what they deserve. And so, you know, all of us are constantly evolving and growing and changing, and every day I try to live up to that standard for their sake. So
So, does going on to Love Runs Through,
mhm.
does the nature of a property change fundamentally when a family builds on it and makes those memories on it?
Hmm. Man, these are great questions, man. You put some thought into this, and I appreciate those.
I'm just reacting to your album.
Well, thank you, man. I appreciate those insightful questions. Um, yes, I think it does absolutely. You know, I'm from Oklahoma, and I've lived all over the world, but I have a real connection to this place, to the land and the landscape, the flora and the fauna, and the unique um, weather, just everything that is Oklahoma. I have a real strong connection to it. So that's special for me. But like, there's definitely a difference between like a house and a home. And a home has to be has to be made. It has to be built. It has to be cultivated with love and care. And sometimes, as time passes, when you take a second to stop and look around, you realize, wow, this is actually really special, and that song, I think this little phrase occurred to me. It refers to the mystical and the mundane. You know, there's a lot of just everyday life that goes on, and it happens really fast. But if you stop to take a second to, I guess, smell the roses, um, you realize that life is really run through with kind of a greater importance. And I think that love is that greater importance, and I have just kind of started to see it as a binding force that holds my family and my home together. Um, so I think, in short, to answer the question, yes, can be something special about places, specifically when that place is imbued with the love of of people.
You also mention on the song that if your faith were to fall through, that love can take the place of that foundation. So I mean, what does faith mean to you, and just how much of a compliment is it to pay to that love to say it can take that place?
Hmm. Man, another great question. Well, you know, Christians, we say that God is love, but I think it's even deeper than that. Like I said, it's kind of a love is like that creative force. It's the almost like the sun in our solar system, and we all have different. There's so many different religions and beliefs and world views, but I believe that I got to be careful what I say here, but in some ways, some of those things can be constructs. And if all of that were to fall away, I believe that love would endure. And ultimately, love is, what we are trying to get at when we say a God or something like that. So I think that love holds a very high place in my understanding of the world.
Yeah, I think you're maybe not being so controversial. It's just spiritual without being necessarily religious.
Yeah, and I think another thing is, we always look for stuff to put our faith in. As people, it's something to believe in that's worthy of believing. And I've searched my whole life for that too. And so that song was kind of an effort to get at something that was beyond reproach, something that would never fail. Something that would not fall away or be be revealed to be a construct or a fallacy or something like that, like the core, like the truth, basically. So, um, and as far as I can tell, at the end of the day, love is that thing.
Well, it is a beautiful song, one of my favorites of this year so far. So
Uh,
let's hear Love Runs Through, and we'll be right back with Parker Farrell.